Okay, so yeah, we're starting live a bit. Give me a second. I'm gonna forward this to a few more groups, and then we can kind of start. Actually, another thing I realized as well is I probably should have set my phone up as well. I It's actually a lot easier for me to read comments. So even though I'm not playing on the Switch, it's easy for me to switch back and forth. It's probably still better for me to have this on. So that's let's remember to share share this to a few groups first, and then we will be starting. Options, share to a group. Okay, players, Philippines, and then community, and then we should be ready to go. Also, not sure if chat box alert box are on. Not so sure if they're borked. We'll see about that. But anyway, there you go. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the Magic Arena Run. Today we are going to be doing Tinker's Cube draft here. So it's usually we get this in the last 2 weeks before the new set comes out. So this is actually a perfect time to try something a little bit different. As always, first thing to do is always investigate the new card pool, especially if they identified it as Tinker's Cubes. So this is not going to be a heavily powered cube. This is going to be more of a synergy based cube. So usually the first thing I would like to do is pay attention to the mana base. So the monocolored mana bases, they give you the thriving land, so it should be easy to splash colors a bit. They give you a cycling land and legendary land as well. So there is actually a push for mono to 2 colors anyway, and we see that also down here in blue as well. I'm gonna skip straight to the multicolored cards, but actually no, I already went through a quick look over this. The teams are generally very loose. It's usually when you combine them into 2 colors that we get a little bit of a more cohesive team. So White's team is generally about getting extra advantage over time. We usually see it a lot in the disturbed cards, a bunch of extra escape cards, a lot of ETB effects. So plenty of extra advantage to go around. The ETB effects is especially something to pay attention because we have quite a good amount of blink as well. I did see a momentary blink here, but there's also cards like Touch the Spirit Realm, which give us a one-shot blink. And and a little later we get Teleportation Circle and even Resto Angel here. So something to keep in mind at least with White. This is something that gets pushed forward with especially when we get to White-Blue. White-Blue, for the most part, it's about it's more traditional. It's mostly drawing cards, and it actually takes a lot of advantage from that. So again, card advantage, but it's a little bit more raw there. There are a few ninjas here, but not that many. It's really trying to get 1:1 card advantage, though. Knowing it's blue, it usually tends to be more tempo-based advantage. It's more bouncy than actual removal, but advantage is still advantage for that matter. Black is generally about generating creatures, but also using their creatures as a cost. Nice to see Deadly Dispute back here, but we also see a bunch of but we also get Dockside Chef as well. We get cards that have benefits when they die, so it's more dice triggers than ETBs. We do have a few ETBs as well, but it really is more in line with black that way. It actually combos quite well with some of the colors in that respect. Not so much reanimations, unlike a typical powered cube. So that is something to consider here. Like, the only realistic reanimation is Edgar's Awakening, though there is some air quotes reanimation. We have a few unearthed cards. We have a few escape cards. Actually, let's roll back one page. Liliana is kind of a reanimation if you can get to her ultimate, but realistically, it's more about benefiting from cards in the yard. We will see this generally paired with green. Red's actually more closer to aggro / artifacts here. We're gonna get a lot of treasure tokens. Strike It Rich, for example. We're also gonna get a lot of blood tokens. Blood Petal Celebrant, for example. Magda, more treasures. Also a lot of the reconfigure equipment here as well. So it tends to get aggro that way, generally about generating tons of tokens in general. You would think that's more of the white thing, but here it's really more in line with red, and they tend to have big benefits around it, especially the artifact part. We'll get to that again in a second. They still have a few big things on the top end, but it tends to get diluted near there. Last up, green. Really about creatures. It's really about creatures for the most part, but I feel like it's the one color that tends to be the glue for a few of the other colors. Like for example, green black has a bit of a graveyard team. Green supplements that. Green has a good supplement to the enchantment team. Green has a good supplement to the tokens team. I feel like green is pretty much the safest color to pair with anything if you have when in doubt. Otherwise, its own standalone is the usual stuff, which is generally proliferating counters. They do generate a few tokens as well, so as you can see, it's probably the safest color to pair with anything. And that said, if we go over white-blue, it's generally about getting second castings from cards. That's why you get Fateful Mending, Vega the Watcher, Soulherder for the ETBs. White-black, mostly it's kind of split between, it's actually a little bit very split, so it's a bit scary. It's split between the life gain team, between Patrician and Vona. Split with a little bit with the artifact enchantment with Naomi, though it does get advantage that way. Also split with the permanents leave the battlefield with Hidden Stockpile. So white-black might not have the most consistent identity, but it is probably the most versatile if you're playing around a certain team, especially if you're splashing. Blue-black is more about draw and discard, so that's where you get Lazarev Channeler, Obsessive Stitcher, Tomebound Lich. It's really a shame that we don't have that much reanimation, but we do. But it's really about churning through the cards for more advantage. It benefits black more, but blue is a very good supporting color in this case. Blue-red, mostly about them spells and drawing cards, so that's why Improbable Alliance and Experimental Overload are the key cards. Actually, just one more key card in the next page. Thundering Djinn for, yeah, it's basically about just raw card drawing. You get quite a lot of this in red-blue. Red-black, mostly about them treasures, mostly about them artifacts in general. So it's actually a very cohesive team. Green-black, mostly about getting cards in your yard and getting benefits from it. The headliner is usually Lord of Extinction, but Old Rutstein's kind of a good supporter there. Red-green, very traditional. It has a bit of a +1/+1 counter team. It's a little bit modified, but otherwise it's probably the most straightforward. Red-white, kind of similar. It does have a light equipment team, which supplements the red part quite a bit. But you can also play this traditionally as a Boros aggro. Green-white, heavy on the enchantments teams. That's something to look forward to. Green-blue feels a bit rampy, but it is also into the +1/+1 counters, generally but mostly tokens in general. Quick notes about everything. All the color pairs will have access to at least 4 lands that tap for these 2 colors. Okay, Pathway's kind of air quotes on that one. You will have access to Evolving Wilds, Fabled Passage, Forgotten Crossroads. You'll have access to most of the lessons. I didn't see all of them, but you will have access to all of the colorless ones. And if you're going into enchantments, the big consideration is shrines. There are actually, well, not every shrine is here, but green, black, and white have all of their shrines. They have they have the Sanctum, they have the Honden, they have the Goshintai. I believe it's red and blue that are missing their blue is missing their Goshintai, red is missing their Sanctum, which is kind of fine. Those are the 2 colors that are not exactly invested in that. Also, as far as colors, as far as a multicolor is concerned, everything is 2-colored. So no Sanctum of All, nothing too weird. If you're not very sure on where to start, look for a very powerful colorless card. That might be the safest bet. And there we go. That's kind of how we're starting this draft off. And without further ado, let's just jump right in. Oh wait, Hold on. This is traditional, right? Nope, this is regular Tinker's Cube draft. Wrong page. They do have traditional, right? Hold on. Oh shoot, I invested already. Can't I cancel that? Looks like I'm in for a penny, in for a pound. I guess I'm doing this. Darn. I thought I had the traditional page. Wait, actually, I'm gonna cancel this again. Let's see if there actually is a traditional to begin with. Events. There is a traditional page. Oh my gosh. Oh well. I guess we have to do this. This sucks. Anyway, we'll go ahead. Let's see how it works. Kind of goofed off on that one. Bit my fault on that end. Let's see if we can make it work. Okay, everyone's in. Supposed to be traditional, but I misclick. And actually not a bad start if we're all things considered. Lena Selfless Champion, decent top end, but probably too expensive. I said be on the lookout for maybe something like the safest card is probably Circuit Mender. There is a little bit of a dungeon team, but it's super light. It's pretty much just Yuanti Malison and Nadar for the most part. Nothing really busted or really powerful. I might just take the Circuit Mender just to play it safe. Okay, now we're into busted territory. So, Angel of... White does have some of the most busted rares and mythics. So, I'm probably going to take Angel of Invention. Shame I'm passing Lena, but then again, Lena's a 6-drop, not exactly the most. Otherwise, I'm be on the lookout for removal. Spell Swindler, Bone Shards, Necrotic Fumes. We might try to be on the lookout for red-white here. Or just plain red, because Circuit Mender fits very well in the Blink deck. So white-blue is a consideration. Yeah, look for cards that stand out. If you can't find cards that stand out, find cards that you will not regret. You will not regret not putting in your deck. Sorry, you'll always find a home for. So Circuit Mender is probably the most powerful of that bunch. Okay, we also got the Vona. Okay, got some removal in Blood Curdle, Unholy Heat's an option. Magda is okay, it's kind of fine. Jace, not so much. I might just take Vona. Goes into white-black. We will kind of need a bit of life gain though, and we're kind of passing a few cards that help on that one. Because it's either Vona or just taking the Blood Curdle, which is generally a lot safer. But this kind of works as removal. It's just a bit delayed. Let's see how... I'm just going to take that for now. Okay, got Falcon Rat Noble. Fell Stinger's okay. Sparring Regimen does help us with Learn, but I don't know how much Learn lesson. This is not the same as Strixhaven Draft where you're guaranteed a lesson. So there's a good chance we take Sparring Regimen just to draw and discard, which is fine. I don't like the idea of passing both Noble and Fellstinger, but I think we'll take it. I could also just take Fellstinger though. Yeah, we'll take this. Okay, we got a Bright Climb Pathway. We got the Professor of Symbology. We got a Thriving Heat. So this is a very perfect time to solidify our colors. We can take a shot that's taking a Honden. By itself, it denies our opponent a card every turn. I think the safest bet is probably still take the Pathway. I guess Thriving Heat also counts. I don't want to take the Symbology yet, because I don't have any lessons yet. And okay, we're not getting much white anymore, but we're getting some good black cards. Although they are a bit on the expensive side. I guess I could take a shot with Maskwood Nexus, because at worst, it just creates 2/2s every turn. Archfiend, we don't... It's cycle or discard. We can kind of... We do get one shot with that one. Nothing too great in Fast and Furious, though this would... Gutter Bones is kinda okay, but it's only if an opponent lost life this turn. We could make this work. I'll take the Maskwood Nexus. Okay, Forsworn Paladin. This one gives us early game. Here's our lesson if we want to go for it, but not the strongest one. I'd probably rather take the Forsworn Paladin. It's actually something that I'm concerned with when we're getting to Streets of New Capenna. Where are we going to get our color fixing? Improvise. Oh, this is specifically for black-red. I might just take a Contract Killing or a Fabled Passage. It's double black. I might have to bite the bullet and take it. We could technically take this, but we kind of need artifacts to sack also. We're going to take the Contract Killing. So we got Pharika Spawn, which is actually very nice to escape. We also have Fateful Mending on the comeback. Drowned Catacomb if we're potentially splashing blue. I might just take Pharika Spawn first. I did say there is a little bit of reanimation. This kind of counts, although it's a little bit on the weird end. Let's see if we can hit at least some of the thriving lands back. Otherwise, I do have a Sorin avatar, right? Yeah, I have a Sorin. Okay, definitely. Oh, yeah, we'll definitely take Bone Shards. Needle Verge Pathway. Probably want to take the Mar Triton. I could take Covert Cut Purse also, but we need ways to deal damage. We're probably going to be more main black at this rate, which is not a bad thing. Our only double white right now is Angel of Invention. Probably not running Karn's Bastion. We probably would speculate on the Temple to Enlightenment. And let's see what else we get here. So Mar Triton milling Pharika Spawn is probably a good thing. We probably want to be on the lookout for Edgar's Awakening at this point. It's a shame that's the only one. Sir Conrad actually helps us with the mill team. Iganjo is solid as a land. Introduction to Annihilations always works. Probably don't want either of these two. I might just take Sir Conrad. I could also just take Introduction just to be safe, because we have it, though we're not even solid on the learn. We only have we literally just have one card. I could also just take Feed the Swarm, because right now our only removal is Bone Shards and Contract Killing. I think I will just take the. And Sir Conrad is solid, but I don't know how high a pick it is. I might just take Sir. I'm tempted to take Sir Conrad. I don't know how slow the format is. I feel like I'd rather have a Feed the Swarm at least. I'll take the Feed the Swarm for now. I'm sorry, everyone. Hey, Godless Shrine, so solid. Ephemerate's actually pretty good for the. It's pretty good on, say, the Mar Triton, Circuit Mender, Angel of Invention. Okay, so we have a few good solid cards. So I actually want to take Ephemerate first. Though it's a shame we're gonna probably lose the Godless Shrine, but if we stick to two colors, we don't want too much. We'll also have to check Discerning Taste. Put one in your hand, the rest in your graveyard. I want to speculate on Ephemerate here. There's also Banishing Slash, which is solid removal, but it's kind of double white, so I'm gonna skip on that for now. Okay, now we have decent options. We have Gideon Blackblade, always solid as a Planeswalker. We also have Nadar, which is pretty solid if we can keep attacking with him. I might actually just take the Blackblade because he can attack by himself. Indestructible, can also make one of our other cards indestructible. Sure, it's double white. We'll live with it. We're gonna have to live with that. So we really want to be. If we can find a Teleportation Circle or Resto Angel, we're also gonna be quite solid. But we also want more effects. Not too. We don't exactly need the Maskwood Nexus. This is probably an easy cut. We don't exactly have a tribal synergy. There are a few tribal cards, not that many. Cataclysmic Gear Hulk. Yeah, it's a rat. It works. It's either that or Restoration of Eiganjo, or Treasure Map, but we don't have that much on the soft end. Harvester of Souls is really solid as a combo piece, but we don't exactly have a combo on hand right now. So I'm actually gonna just take the gear. Oh wait. I might actually take the Harvester if. Oh man, this is tough. I think I'm gonna actually just take the Restoration. It's literally the only ramp we're gonna get here. And if we could get some of the lower things, we might just opt for that. I can see an argument for either the Gear Hulk or the Harvester. But I want to go for a bit of consistency first. There's an eye twitch, so if we take that one, we definitely have a onus to learn. Get at least one lesson. There's also an Omen of the Sun. I can see an argument for. Well, I don't want to take Arguel's Blood fast. Omen of the Sun is generally better. I guess we're leaning towards the mono white again. Hey, we hit our Teleportation Circle. We're definitely taking that. So now we just have to be on the lookout for more ETB effects. Between Ephemerate and... Also, let's do that later. Yeah, this is kind of distracting, letting you make all these choices as we go along. I'm gonna do that much later. So, it does give us life gain. It is on Sarah's Wings. Alternately, I can probably also just take Thriving more. It does help us our mana a bit because we only just have the Bright Line pathway. There's also Warlock class. I think I'm gonna start with the Thriving more first because we know we lost the other Thriving one. And we have an interesting... We do have a Temple of Enlightenment. This is a Soulherder. I don't really want to Ozzel it. Yeah, we'll take Soulherder. We'll see if we can make the blue splash work. With that in mind, I have to decide now between Mask and Vega. I'm gonna take Vega on the side. Let's see if we have enough cards. But it does mean we can be on the lookout for... cards that let us cast from other places. Not many right now, but something to look forward to. None of these. Whenever we cast spell from the graveyard, we don't have this quite yet. I'm not going to benefit from the Hiri, so I'm going to take the Ominous Roost, but I'm probably not going to run it. None of these are good. Ominous Seas is probably the most neutral. Okay, here's an Inexorable Tide, but we have the Hallowed Fountain, so we can actually go Esper very easily. We just need a very good reason to do so. So Traven Inspector has always been the... There's Traven Inspector, there's Naomi, but let's see. We have Artifact, Enchantment. Makes artifacts. I can speculate on Naomi. Because otherwise I'm just taking Traven Inspector. Well, Goshen Tie's fine too, but I'm going to speculate on Naomi. Okay, Divine Visitation. I might actually just rather take Elspeth Sun's Nemesis though. There's Twisted Embrace, which is yet another removal. There's Hidden Stockpile, which gives us a sacrifice engine. The catch is our own hard removals literally feed the Swarm and contract killing. Nothing else. And Bone Shards. I'm probably gonna just take Elspeth Sun's Nemesis though. And we get Liliana, Waker of the Dead as well. We have Inkling Summoning. Okay, that's kind of fine. Dockside Chef is a way to sack cards. I might just take the Planeswalkers actually. Let's do a sanity check on our creature count. We have 7 creatures. Okay, one more couldn't hurt.
I have the right to choose.
But now we have to start picking creatures now. So Bankbuster is not a creature. First Sphere Gargantua is a creature, but man, that's very expensive to go through. I might actually just rather take the Environmental Sciences. Alternately, there's Reckoner Bankbuster. We can go for that. I didn't notice a lot of... Let's go for that. Okay, can't block. Probably just take the Probably gonna take the Lunar Veteran. We don't have that much life gain here. We do have some, but we have too many 5s as well. We're gonna just take Lunar Veteran. Oh, we did hit the Edgar's Awakening, so we're definitely taking that. Shame we're gonna pass on the Temple and Silence. Here's something on watch is also a solid one. Ruthless Sniper, cycle or discard. Driving Isle counts, I guess? We'll take that. Legion's Landing is a creature. Minimus Containment counts as removal. Vraska's Swarm's Eminence kinda counts as a creature. I might have to take this as some hard removal though. Yeah, we don't have that many creatures to begin with. I'm gonna take the Minimus Containment. Now we're in the wrap around. Moonsnare Prototype actually would have been interesting there. Okay, Clearwater Pathway. So it's either Clearwater Pathway or Hidden Stockpile, but at this point I kind of want to solidify the mana base. Also, we need to note that we're probably going to cut a lot of cards to start fitting our blue. But we also have we're also super... but we know that Omen and Circuit Mender are mandatory. So is Mire Triton because they kind of gain us a bit of life. So Vega's not going to fit in. We're not casting anything back. Cleric class is a no. We will take the Inkling Summoning. That's our one lesson. It's not bad. We only have one learn. We only went for one learn card, so one lesson's not that bad. I guess I could cut the Maskwood Nexus. That one's the weirdest one of the bunch. So I'm probably gonna fit the Soulherder in. That's my one blue splash. I guess Momentary Blink is another blue splash. Okay, Environmental Sciences is our other learn lesson target. So we actually got a good set of learn lessons here. We have a solid mana base, all things considered. A lot of it comes into play tapped, which is not so bad when you consider that we're really more mid-late rather than early. The lack of removal is what scares me. And I kind of wish I had access to sideboard. I wish I was playing traditional. Why did I misclick on that one? Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's fix our mana base first. So it's literally 7-5. We can run as much of a blue splash as we want, 6-5. Yeah, 13-10-1. I'm tempted to fit Momentary Blink, but we don't but between Teleportation Circle and Soulherder, I think we might have enough. Ominous Seas kind of gives us if I were to take Ominous Seas, I would have to cut one of our other cards. I might just cut Ephemerate. Like we don't we only have a few actual ETBs. Also, Ephemerate's target creature. Momentary Blink's also target creature. The only real good one is Teleportation Circle. It's artifact or creature, so we can reset the Bankbuster. Soulherder is target creature, so I might just... I'm tempted to put Ominous Seas as it also gives us an extra bit of card draw since we're only running 17. We're just kind of leaning on Gideon, Elspeth, and Liliana to keep us alive for the time being. I'm gonna run it like this first. Let's see if we can get our blink on and see what we need to adjust here. Do realize that we can only afford to lose twice, and we have to go for 7 wins here with no access to our with no access to our sideboard. So yeah, this is a bit annoying that we goofed up on that one. This is all gonna be very normal. Can I still change the description? I think it's a bit too late to change the description. A bit annoying. We get restoration, which we do get restoration, which, but it's ETB tap. We might be able to serve. Could we survive till Elspeth? Because we have a solid 3, 4, 5. Let's see. This is probably a horrible keep. Also, opponent going first is not encouraging. Yeah, now we're hoping to hit a black source. We do have quite a few, but not that many. Good news is our opponent is also just stacking up their mana. We know they're blue-red. And they're stuck on mana too, so we will just run. Do they have the disrupt? No, no disruption. So it's making us look like we're on mono white when we're not really. So you may discard a card, return target permanent card. Well, there's no permanent card to return. Decline. Let's make sure not to discard something accidentally. Technically, I could have played it, but since we did not draw another land, we're gonna decline that. I could just play Elspeth right now. Make tokens, escape, start getting in the way. I'm probably just gonna run the Reckoner Bankbuster first because we do need to draw cards. Really glad that our opponents also. We're just waiting for our opponent to do something. They might have a lot of big stuff, which means we should have been attacking earlier. Okay, hit our Hallowed Fountain and hit our Swamp as well. I want to cast Angel of Invention, but probably just gets killed. I could just cast Vona. It's probably the safest one to let get killed. Yeah, we'll just play Vona, or get countered for that matter. Oh, we could crew this actually. Opponent definitely has a response. I'm just curious what it is. It might. There isn't that many rat effects, so we're the rogue. Okay, so we now have a good feed to swarm target. They might be into blink as well, but it's more likely that they're in blue-red artifacts because they're missing. Okay, we have an enchantment, we have an artifact. Pillar of Orders is actually quite fine here. And this is during your turn. So I am swinging with both. Now, we're not going to pass this. We're actually going to snipe the Whirler Rogue. Let's see what their big finisher is. It could be a large dragon, which would be a problem. Because, like, say, I could feed the swarm, but it's gonna... Oh, wow. Okay, opponent apparently had a much slower start than I did. Apparently, they did not have anything. Okay. Okay, we'll take that. Good start, good start. Nothing too fancy, but we'll take it. Also, I should double check the quality of the recording here. Anyway, we'll claim that price. Nice one-off in. I should also check how because this is like 4,000 in. How much do we need to get back? Let's take a. I'll take a look into that later. Yeah, but yeah, that was a encouraging start. Not bad playing Blink again. I actually. It's a good thing I got some refreshers on playing Blink. So driving more into... I could name blue actually. We already have our double white here. Yeah, I'm actually gonna just name blue here. Yeah, we have our double white and we have our double black. I might lead on Spark. I would love to have a 2-drop. Yeah, this is the usual concern. Decks that are super aggro. I can technically buy some. I have to remember this has first strike when attacking, so it's pretty much a chump block if ever. Thankfully, opponent not. At least next turn we can get Farika Spawn, which is big enough to block Blood Petal Celebrant. Bruenor Battle Hammer. Okay, we'll flash in this one. So this is the part where we have to start being on the lookout for equipment that they might play. Hold on. Escapes. When it enters the battlefield this way, so we're not getting the cheap way out of this. We probably still have to play Farika Spawn though. So the question is, what equipment does our opponent have? Oh, also really nice art on Aiganjo. Retriever Phoenix, okay. So I might just play this. Oh, let's see if we can get the Soulherder combo. Maybe not quite yet. Gonna offer a trade. I'm perfectly happy to trade. Let's see what our opponent has on standby. Also, they grab that as a lesson. Sunblade Samurai, they need mana, okay. And they gain a little life, okay. We're gonna probably take the air hit. No, they're not gonna even swing. Okay, that's actually good. We probably get our own Inkling Summoning. I could also just grab the Environmental Sciences to start thinning our deck more because we do have an Edgar's Awakening that wants to be cast. I think I'll take the Inkling Summoning. And we'll play Soulherder. Now, I could swing with this, but our opponent will definitely auto... Oh, they conceded! Okay. The writing was on the wall as soon as I... with Soulherder. Yeah. Because we're gonna just be getting as many... We're just gonna keep getting 2/2s over and over again. We could basically just start swinging in the ground. And opponent doesn't know that we have the Edgar's Awakening, but if they had a way out for it, they wouldn't have conceded right away. But there we go. Blink still wrecking opponents. Though to be fair, we did not start out with Blink. Okay, so we need 5 wins to get our money back. So you generally want 6 or 7 wins. We'll see how far we can go. But yeah, good stuff there. We managed to get a solid run. So well, I won't say it's a solid run. It's a start though. Can't complain too much about how things are going. Okay, so turn 1 Forsworn Paladin, turn 2. If we don't draw into lands, we're most likely making treasure tokens. Which is perfect, because sparring, if we manage to make at least 1 treasure token, Sparring Regiment to Environmental Sciences should set us up for the next few turns. And if things get really bad, bone shards. This is a sorcery, so yeah, we're just gonna make the token now because we know this ETB's tap. We don't know if we're drawing into another land. Magda Brazen Outlaw. We could turn her into a treasure. I could also just don't have a reason to go blue quite yet. And we do have some double white cards, so we literally have only one card that needs blue. And, well, we don't... So we'll take white. I could also sack a creature. But I think the discard the card's more realistic. We'll snipe Magda before anything happens. We have our 4 mana now, so yeah, it's kind of the equivalent of bolting the bird. It is a real feel bad though. We kind of spent 2 cards just to snipe that one. Our only saving grace is that we just need 2 more cards in the yard to get back Farika spawn, and we get removal again. Also, our opponent taking their time. They either have a lot of 3 drops or they have no idea what to do. Most likely, they have a lot of 3 drops. If they go for the removal, I'm perfectly fine with that. So we do hit our Thriving Isle. We named white here, so this one we probably name... Probably white also. Definitely... Yeah, definitely going environmental sciences. Again, it puts cards in the yard, which is very important. Also, I think our opponent... Okay, they did hit their 4 drop. We will be able to go contract... Okay, Ogrehead Helm into a Bloodthirsty adversary. We'll take the hit. This is 1, 2... Oh, wait. We will delay a turn if we do this, though. Or... Oh, wait, we played the land already. That's right. Or we can just Minimus Container them. I'm okay with this ramping them into something big, sort of. I did not see that much hexproof. Mending of Dominaria. Okay, that... Return all land cards. So far, they've... Return a creature card from graveyard to hand. Most likely... Sabira or Beanstalk? Magda. Okay. Yeah, let's get a creature in the yard. Now, although our opponent does get it back, but they've missed out on... Wow, they whiffed on all the lands. So they are probably gonna go ramp. So we know we have to hold... Oh, no bone. Okay, that's a good contract. Teleportation Circle not gonna do much here. Okay, if I don't have a reason to play the Teleportation Circle, I'm not going to play the Teleportation Circle. Let's see. Our opponent could get a set... Okay, 6/6 right now. One more land makes it a 7/7. Though we will have a 7/8 Death Touch if it gets... squee. You may cast from exile, but it will eat their mana quite a lot.
One god already. I am proud of my comrades.
Yeah, they're just gonna keep jump blocking it forever, or they're actually taking it. Okay. 8, so that's an 8/8. We will have an 8/9, so they will need to block with Squee as well. We have an Edgar's Awakening. It doesn't get back much, just the Farika spawn. It's still worth something, I guess.
You are braver than you know.
Let's see if our opponent does have removal for an 8-9. They could actually start going wide though. Toralf, God of Fury, is dealt X. An opponent controls is dealt X as non-combat. Okay, opponent is just going wide. So the Toralf is probably going to be the painful part. Opponent decide. Oh, they are going to go for it. Does this have trample? Yeah, this should have trample. Okay, so... Oh, this does not have that touch. My bad. I should have blocked with this too. Okay, so knowing that... How many cards do I have in the yard? 1, 2, 3. I need one more card in the yard.
You are going to fight. Fight beside me.
This is 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold on, this is excess damage under that permanent. We don't have to do it right away. So that's a gain life and a draw card. Hey, Soulherder now. Okay, let's see if our opponent can get us from this. Double strike. Okay, the trample double strike is going to be an issue to any target other than that permanent. Whenever a creature or planeswalker... Oh! Creature or planeswalker an opponent controls. So if I take it myself, nothing happens. Sure. We have an enchantment. We have an artifact. Okay, so now we need to figure out how to take out Toralf. I'm probably gonna have to do a super mass block. And we have Edgar's Awakening, so we're fine with that. The trick is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's hope this works. Do they have a... If they just drew into removal, I'll be so annoyed. But we can kind of Edgar our way out again. Now, the interesting trick also is, because of the way they stack this... Yeah, they're just going for the wipe. They didn't think, because it's deal excess damage. If you wanted to ping something, the trick would be not to actually deal, and it would have been first to deal all of. So there you go. No excess damage dealt. I just took a little extra, and their Toralf is gone. Let's give them the bad news. Now we have to be careful about the number of cards we have. But we should be able to eventually overwhelm our opponent. Feed the Swarm. That will be an out to the Beanstalk Giant. It does cost 7. I might just take out Lizard Blades instead, because that's the one that ruins all the combat math. Yeah, oddly enough, Toral's effect works a lot better if there was no trample. Like, if he swung with the Beanstalk Giant, sure, I would probably chump block, but then again, that's 8 damage that you could target to somewhere. That would have been a lot. That would have been a lot nastier. Opponent has to break to take out the Circuit Mender, but they concede. Oh wow. We got the engine going, and the engine is what saved us. I'm actually so happy with that. That's so what. There we go. Ha 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 ha. Woo-wee! Nice, 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 nice. Okay, got our Mastery Orb there. So, still need about 2 more wins to make our money back, but 3 wins so far. Let's keep going. I also need to start thinking, what are the underperformers here? But so far, everything has kind of performed above and beyond. I guess there's an argument that Ephemerate might be one of the weaker ones. You kind of just want Soulherder Teleportation Circle anyway. You don't... Though... Okay, this is solid. Turn 3 Circuit Mender. Or Minimus Containment if need be. Let's see if our opponent is fast enough. Thankfully, we have a Feed the Swarm, so we have something to do on turn 2. I kind of wish I had more of this. Yeah, it didn't matter which mana I dropped. Opponent had secrets. Okay, we're now going to start seeing some of the synergies here. Although I would say white-blue is not where I expected this. I really expected this more on blue-red. Oh, Esper. Okay, we might be on the mirror match. There are counter spells, but this is a clue, not a treasure. The counter spells, and we can kind of get it back. Let's just go Circuit Mender. If they have a counter spell, so be it. It's a bit. Oh no, there's just cracking. Okay. So next turn we have our choice between Farika Spawn, Elspeth, Minimus Containment, maybe even Feed the Swarm if need be. Depends. Oh, opponents went 4 color. Are we looking at shrines? We might be looking at shrines. Now, Farika Spawn, actually, Chemist's Insight. Okay, so far it's a lot of card draw. This could be shrines. Which means we only have 1 piece of remove. Well, technically we have 2 if we count Vona, but man, that's gonna be tough. Minimus Containment. It only really affects creatures. It doesn't really. Okay, Sigarda's Imprisonment. So the Exile could deal with that. We're gonna swing first, see if they have an out to, because I need this. I kind of want to bait them, especially because we don't have any extra mana. I'll be really annoyed if. Okay, Jawar Disruption. No. Well, we can wait on the benefit. Nice Sigarda's Imprisonment he got there. Opponent now looks like they're about to get all their mana. So we have the yeah, there's definitely an out to that. We don't exactly have a way to get it back, but I'm kind of fine that they went for the engine first. But let's see what other outs they have. Now they can jumpstart the Chemist's Insight. Yeah, so basically it's either card draw city or whatnot. I'm guessing the Wilt might even just be a splash for, which is not a bad choice, I would say. Okay, so swing first. See if they tap out. Most likely not, because they can just Chemist's Insight at any time. So I'm probably... I don't know why, I just did. Let's see if our opponent... Also the... Okay, Mirror they did have a counter. Not surprised. So we just need 4 other cards. They do have a Relic Amulet. So our immediate goal is to just keep swinging at our opponent. We could go Vona next turn. Contentious Plan. So the timing is actually very good on that one. So they get to deal 2 damage. It loses all other abilities, so actually we'll get rid of the repeatable effect. We're gonna just go Mire Triton. It'll be... Oh, I knew we were gonna flip. Oh well, we'd have to discard it anyway, so that's a bust. Opponent does have 6 mana though, so something to be concerned with. Though we do have, well, we just need 1 more card. If they have removal, that gives us enough to replay Elspeth. Although we are short 1 mana. Now do note that there is removal. There are board wipes here. Just tend to be on the expensive side. So I'm actually willing to just swing first. Force them to have an effect. Wandering Emperor, okay. So we probably lose Farika's spawn. So okay, so they go down to 4. So let's see. I can play Vona. Each player discards a card. Probably not something we want to do. Feed the Swarm, only creature enchantment. We'll just drop Vona now. Let's force them to have another counter spell. Essence Capture. Okay. With nowhere good to use it on. They're bound to have a creature at some point. But yeah, it's cards like Wandering Emperor that makes me feel like if you want to go on a monocolor, it's generally going to be white. It's kind of good at all ranges. Okay, going for the +2 doesn't mean much. It also means that they probably have a wipe of some sort if they're only just +1ing this. I guess Minimus Containment would have been better served here, but the Relic Amulet would have been repeatable removal. It would be mana intensive, but it's still repeatable enough. Kasmina, let's see, create a Fractal token. We can feed that. But they're not going for creatures quite yet. Let's see if they have a... We're just pretty much doing this to make sure that each of these are individually a threat. If our opponent's going to answer, they have to answer both. Not impossible, but it's still going to be annoying enough. Lantern Flare. It does gain them a bit of life, but we do get to draw a card, so okay. So knowing that, we're gonna have to wait and snipe the Emperor. Actually, it's a good thing they did that now. They could have done that after I attacked. That way I would have had... Or I think it's because they would not have been able... They would have been able to take out Mire Triton at least. Okay, a bit weird on that sense. I'm actually waiting for them to kind of run out of cards so I can get them with Liliana Waker. Yep. Going for the Fractal makes sense. Jace Mirror Mage. So it's literally just Planeswalkers. Okay, these I can. In theory, I could safely ignore, but kind of want extra help. Ideally, I want them to run out of cards. Anyway, Feed the Swarm, Lunarch Veteran. Oh, we can actually cast all three with the mana that we have. Now, they probably will still have cards in hand, so that's... Oh, just generating fractals, eh? Oh, they went hands dry. Hold on. So, play the land. White. Play Lunarch Veteran. Feed the Swarm the token. We might just do the -3 first.
You had a fraction of my power.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh wait, that's it.
You are braver than you know.
Not quite. I needed one more turn. We will snipe Kasmina first because she keeps generating. She will keep generating tokens. Now the important part here is that our opponent is now incentivized to actually have cards in hand now because I'm also threatening to dome them with. I'm also threatening to dome them with the discard. Though technically, yeah, I should have just made 2 tokens there. Okay, they're going for the hunt. Do they have an introduction to annihilation? That would be really annoying because well, it will net us a card, but that would be annoying because okay, environmental sciences is fine. Yeah, they're gonna need to start drawing into more cards. They might also sandbag that land. Oh no, they're playing it. Well, they can. Kaito Shizuki. Well, they're gonna draw this card, so most likely just make a ninja.
I got someone on the inside who can help. We're doing things my way.
I will do my best to support you.
No, they could just block one and take the other. Okay, they're just gonna take it out. I'm fine with that, actually. But now they really have to sandbag cards. Well, they can go down to 1 life if they want to, but I'm betting that they're probably gonna sandbag cards. Kaito Shizuki not gonna help with the... Well, they will end up discarding, so it doesn't actually help with cards. Chemister's Insight helps with cards. They're definitely going to keep scrying their way out of this. Yeah, this is actually a much tougher match than I actually thought it would be. I'm surprised they didn't actually have... They haven't fired off either of these yet. Okay, they're firing off the Chemister's Insight. They might get through more gas than I... There's actually a very good chance I don't win this one because they actually go through so much gas. They're just trying to scry their way out of this. If I find a card that I can... Actually, no. I can actually with this, I can actually just make 2 tokens, recast. Well, Sparring Regiment also helps. Wait, no, we have to cast Sparring Regiment first, unfortunately. Which means we don't get to recast Elspeth because of the learn. But on the flip side, it does mean I can... it does mean I can... Okay, first we do the each player discards. Discards a land. Oh, they actually went 5 color. Now we're only swinging with one of these, but the plan is to basically start taking out their advantage engines. So we want to take out Kaito, divide by 0, bounces that back. Okay, that's fine. They do get to learn though, for mascot exhibition. Annoying. Annoying, but not insurmountable. If we have to, we can... If we have to, we can go for... I do question our opponent still continuing to play cards.
Let's see what I can do with this.
Draw a card, discard a card. Hey, Clinton, how are you doing? Oh yeah, how have your drafts been going? If I remember correctly, you've been drafting quite a bit. Definitely fabricate 2 here. So yeah, how are you doing? Thank you for liking the stream. Okay, let's see what our opponent discards. Okay, so they don't get one shot on this. I might save it for the twofer. Yeah, I might save it for the twofer because I kind of want to keep her alive. And I'm gonna swing here because that makes it a force block. They might have instant speed removal, but it's most likely gonna be a force block. So we're probably gonna lose this token. Silent Departure is quite good in that respect. Ooh, opponent's now forced to start making tokens instead of draw cards. So they're gonna spend the full 5 here. That's fine. That's expected. They have Tamiyo's completion to lock this one down. Wait, we lost Teleportation Circle, but we still have Soulherder. Opponent's down to the last 5 cards. Oh, they might actually just take out 1 token. Okay, they're actually... Okay, the Wizard Spellbook, a little bit on the late side. Okay, they also can't cast Portable Hold. They might end up just discarding that. Let's see what that last card is, but yeah, not getting Portable Hole means we should be able... Okay, Bone Shards. Sacrifice a creature or discard a card. Mandatory. Let's cast this one first. Definitely want to... I could just go -1, but... we probably just gonna go for the sacrifice a creature part. And we're definitely nuking this Planeswalker. Let's see which one we nuke. Sige. Ano? Okay, so each player discards a card. Oh, they discard the neutralize, which makes sense. And just recast this. Okay, we lose Inkling Summoning, Feed the Swarm, Minimus Containment, Mode Shards, because I have no way of getting those back.
I will rend the sun from the heavens. Helen, together we can exact justice.
So opponent probably just portable holds the Luminous Phantom. Oh no, they conceded. They yeah, 3 cards left. Yeah, they're probably not going to win at that point. So I might have to take a little bit of a... Hey, Jericho Elagan, thank you for liking the stream. How are you doing? Actually, I should also... Yeah, shout out to everyone in the Philippines, everyone celebrating, and all those who are celebrating Holy Week and or Feast of Unleavened Bread. I hope you guys are doing well right now. Peace be with you. Okay, so I actually need to go down and do something. So I'm going to be I'm gonna be right back. Oh yeah, happy the Easter Resurrection Sunday. I'm trying to remember. Technically, in Jewish culture, it would be the start. It's more or less the start of First Fruits. I think it's a day later. But yeah, holidays greetings to all to everyone, and I wish you guys a better situation than what we're going through in the Philippines right now. But anyway, I'm gonna leave that alone. Talo HG, thank you for liking the stream. How are you doing right now? Anyway, enough talk. I'm actually gonna be right back. Give me a minute. Hold on. How do I type comments here? Yeah, greetings to you too. Yeah, so I'll be right back 2 minutes. I'll see you again when we continue on with the run. So stay tuned. Okay, and yep, sorry about that. I'm back, and yeah, let's continue. I guess I could have just started it out, left the opponent hanging a bit. But yeah, sometimes sometimes you have to take a break once in a while. I probably should be inserting. Yeah, so currently we're at hour 15 minutes in. I should be inserting more breaks in between. Also, I forgot I'm supposed to shave. Probably do that tomorrow. Okay, with no 2-drop, I'm pretty much free to just play Lunarch Veteran. There is an argument for playing Temple of Enlightenment first, but I'm actually okay if it's a land. Night Witch. Okay, change of plans. We have a turn 2 play after all. And a Feed the Swarm. Yeah. So turn 2 Bankbuster. Let's see how we can... Okay, don't need to kill this one right away, so... I don't see a need to show the black. Although... Yeah, so we play black, we can... They probably have a Deadly Dispute, which is this... I've kind of gotten used... This is draft, but I have to assume that they have a Deadly Dispute. Oh no, Catgeist. Now this is a bit awkward. Like, oh well, actually not too awkward. I can just chump block with this. Our opponent might opt to sacrifice this instead. I'm hoping they do that. But definitely we're just going to chump block with Lunarch Veteran. We are missing the second black mana for Liliana. I probably should have played the first one in case I drew another one. But I might opt for Sparring Regiment instead. Opponent's going for the safe Eye Twitch. Into a Lazotep Chancellor. So it looks like a discard strat. Question is, draw discard into what? Oh, there's a Gideon. Whenever you discard a card, you may pay 1. So since that's their advantage engine, I'm actually just gonna take the 2 and just draw again. Usually when you see blue-black, it's assumed there's going to be a lot of draw into discard. Normally it's a lot more draw, but the black has the discard element. Opponent's actually stuck right now. Let's see if we can press the advantage. Okay, not with Soulherder. Sparring Regimen is not... Okay, we can actually do this. Block into something. Oh, they're probably gonna stack it on, spend the mana to stack it on iTwitch. Okay, then if there are no create a treasure token and a 1/1 colorless pilot. Multiple choice. We only have 1 card in the yard, so but actually not too bad. Because we already played the land anyway. I'm gonna pass. I think our opponent might just go for this on iTwitch. Oh, but they did draw the land, so they might not. They might wait for something better. Whirler Rogue. Okay, that's a good target. Now, unfortunately, now the toppers are gonna be annoying though. Well, first we're gonna draw. Now, alternate trick is we can actually just use Gideon to crew. Teleportation Circle right now doesn't do anything. If I go Liliana, she auto dies. And I wanna save her for... Hold on.
Gideon Juran, at your service.
Let's give it lifelink. Technically, I could give it vigilance as well, but we'll give it lifelink. Now, I could have also swung with the Lunarch Veteran. One is gonna... So we are gonna lose Gideon. But... yeah, because target creature gets a number of cards in your graveyard. Now our opponent could just blink that. Let's see what their outs are. We know they've been kind of stuck on mana for a bit. Thought Monitor, okay. Draws 2 cards. So Gideon's gonna take 3. Good luck, Gids. Now I could actually play Teleportation Circle, so it gets him back up to... What's the printed card? 4. Yeah, I can. I can do it as a suit. Okay, Bone Shard's also a thing. Like actually with enough cards, I could Bone Shards. discard a card. Get another black source. Yeah, we have enough blue already, so we can just get another black source.
I believe in you.
Now, none of these can block, so I'm just going to swing with everything. Guess start buffing the Lunarch Veteran a bit. Okay, takes them down to 3. I actually have it, so I can actually do the Teleportation Circle to reset Gideon. I can also do Liliana, Waker of the Dead, to take out the Eye Twitch. We end up losing Liliana in the process. Actually, Soulherder also does the same job. So we'll just do Soulherder instead.
Not again. This is a prime day for justice.
Reckoner Bankbuster doing quite a lot of work. Now, I'm concerned about any kind of board wipe or effect, but the opponents finally got to their Falconrot Noble. So they can actually start trading creatures now to... Okay, we got a Restoration of Eiganjo, which I don't really need. I can cast Farika's Spawn. They sacrifice something. Hold on, because if I played this, I play a land 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh wait, actually, yeah, I kind of want to do this actually. And if I didn't hit the land, I would just play Liliana, Waker of the Dead. So, okay, here we go. Oh wait, I forgot to activate. So yeah, I goofed up there. I forgot to activate this first. So definitely want to stack this one, so they have to do a lot of blocking. Do they? Unlicensed Disintegration, sure. Sets them to 5. Yeah, I goofed up on that one, but it looks like they're... Okay, but I think our opponent also kind of goofed up on that one too. They could have just double blocked Soulherder. So we're gonna take... Not a huge loss, still a bit of a loss. Although, interestingly, we can discard Teleportation Circle to get back Reckoner Bankbuster. Yeah, I kind of missed the activation there. Well, we'll just activate now.
Your light will cleave the darkness.
So this has 5 already. So target a creature you control. I actually want to... Yeah, I actually do want to take action with this. Because our opponent could just have straight removal, but I do want to keep... And also, we are getting Gideon to positive instead of negative. Opponent does need to have a We only have 2 cards, so well, we can snipe it though. We're most likely gonna end up doing that. We're gonna end up sniping Baron or the Noble. They might have their own bone shards to snipe Gideon. I'm kind of fine with that too. Yeah, but probably not getting back Reckoner Bankbuster. Or technically I could. I can just play the T circle, discard T circle, get back Bankbuster. Yeah, then we can kind of restart the chain and start drawing into more cards again. Something. Opponent a bit in the tank here. Oh, they're definitely in the tank right now. Okay, so we're just watching our opponent tank a bit here. So a little bit patience. Let's see what our opponent what our opponent does. To be fair, this is a if you are sitting in this situation, it is a bit on the complicated side. They actually had to discard oh yeah, they had to discard. Okay, so they're going for the card draw. And they're going for okay, so they're let's see if they found an out. They found an island. So I can also yeah, that was it. I was just gonna get back the Bankbuster. I also had the Liliana on standby too. So there we go. Not the bad showing for this particular draft. And to think we started with drafting Circuit Mender, I did not honestly expect that we would get in this route. I just felt like I wanted. Okay, but we did. This is 5 wins, right? I guess we're at 5 wins. Yeah. So I just wanted to at least be able to have something that was always played, and also the other earlier cards like the Lena Selfless Qatar. They're interesting, but they were not really powerful. I didn't also see very powerful removal, so I just went for the card that just kept generating advantage, at least by itself. But then we happened to luck into the rest of our deck. I wouldn't say luck in, but that's kind of how the draft went. So we definitely go Pathway Paladin. I might even just use the turn 2 to make a treasure. Also note that we kind of need a lot of double black, so this Thriving Isle's probably gonna name black unless I hit a swamp. Let's see what our boss is up to now. I'm actually happy to see that we're doing quite well here. Okay. Opponent actually goes naming white. We did hit an actual swamp though, so we will play actual swamp first. We'll decide in colors later. It does let me go Swamp Plains. Remember, we literally have only 1 card that needs blue mana, so we are admittedly on the overkill plan. Opponent's on the Shrines plan, so gonna kind of need a bit of help. Goshen Tai. We kind of need cards in the yard, so but at the least we can go Circuit Mender for now. Oh yeah, there are 2 shrines. I had a little bit of a brain fart there for a second. This might be a bit of a problem matchup for us. So we're probably gonna play the Circuit Mender just to draw a card. And by draw a card, I mean chump block. So we're gonna need to hit our Minimus Containment Bone Shards or Bone Shards. Liliana's not gonna be able to quite take it. We might actually, there is a very good chance we might actually lose this one. Do I block it right away? Probably. Well, in theory, I could play Pathway, just play Edgar's Awakening and Circuit Mender. It feels really poor, but it's not the worst that could happen. This does have trample, so yeah, we're literally just chump blocking. Just to draw cards. Omen of the Sun, not too bad, all things considered. Gideon Blackblade, kinda needs a bit of help. Well, we're not chump blocking anyway. We only have one card in yard. We can help ourselves a bit with Liliana plus, but not really good. Setessan Champion. Do they have any no follow-up enchantments yet? I'm probably gonna keep blocking. Although I did use up Edgar's Awakening already. Yeah, let's cancel. We'll take the hit for now. We'll find another way out here. Oh, Ephemerate. Finally, we get to use that. So, probably Thriving Isle, naming white. So, we're probably not going to block this one, which is a problem, but we're going to Honden. Oh, wow, it's going to get... Okay, it's going to get kind of worse. Okay, they're only swinging with that. No, it has trample, so there's kind of no point. So I'm actually just gonna blink this now. Though I kind of... Let's see if we can draw into... Hallowed Fountain, not what we need. We'll take the 7. It's gonna grow to a obscene number. Hopefully we hit the Feed the Swarm. Yes, we're gonna rebound on Circuit Mender. We did hit the Feed the Swarm. Now, did I name white? I named white, so I can go Gideon Blackblade here.
I walk a righteous path.
Definitely want Elspeth.
I believe in you, friend.
Oh, wait. My bad. So opponent's going to gain quite a bit of life, but if we can keep Gideon alive for the most part, we should be able to start sniping Hondens. Opponent's going to try to find a way to give this trample. We also need to find a way to get more cards in the yard to get Liliana to work. What I could do is I could actually just do the plus and just to intentionally throw. Oh no, Vona, that's a problem. Yeah, we need one more card in the yard, that's the problem.
Prepare for battle.
Oh no, they took it all. Darn. Is there a way to sack something? Target creature if mana from oh, there's that other. Wait, I haven't played the land yet, right? There's one way to get a card in the yard.
Every death is an opportunity to increase my influence.
A bit complicated, but we at least got rid of that other imminent threat. Also, okay, let's see what our... Okay, Point has a Bonder's Enclave. They will grow the Citizen. But right now, we're... Okay, opponent also has the ability to tap creatures for a few mana. Though they can only tap one, so we can still basically keep Liliana around. So most likely, Elspeth plays something or play a land. Just keep plussing now. Timeless Witness. Probably gonna get Vona back. Or Goshen Tai, but I'm guessing Vona. So I need to keep plussing this one for a while. Well, we're also gonna keep chumping for a while. We know we need Liliana to stay alive. Oh, do they have actual removal for Gideon? That would be annoying, but... Okay, they did have a Bone Shards for Gids. So now we just need to keep Liliana alive. So... Elspeth? So I actually want to save this for Devona. Hold on.
Heroes, rally to me.
They went so far to get back Vona, so they probably might not discard him again. What? That depends what the other card is, though. Also, you have to remember this has Eternalize. Oh, they did discard Vona again.
I really don't care about your plans.
Also, they got rid of Vona again. Yeah, I have to remember that Liliana's still in a precarious state, so... And also, what's this? Flying Death Touch. Anointed Procession, but... No token producers. Oh, they are gonna produce 2 tokens, though, so... That's a shame. We're gonna have to let that process. At least we got Mar Triton out of this. And we can start doming our opponent for 3 life. Ooh, we lost our own Vona. But each player discards a card.
You think too much.
The heart of a hero beats within your breast.
Yeah, I'm tempted to just take them to 8 because the next hit will take them down to 7. Well, technically it goes back up to 11, so a little bit of an uphill battle here. So 2 tokens. And they get to get 2 cards back. Vona's one of them. So we definitely have to plus. Then get ready to use Vona to snipe. The Goshen Tai, not... Just more of an annoyance, though it will generate a lot more life over time if that happens. Okay, probably played the land because there's no point in...
I really don't care about your plans.
I will do my best to support you.
Hold on. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, not enough. I would have needed to have a treasure earlier. I would be able to take one out. Okay, let's see how they block. Yeah, I kind of needed to produce a treasure earlier. Oh wait, hold on. 5, 6, 7. No, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not enough. Yeah, a bit of an uphill battle here. Next turn, we're definitely going to have to mine. We have 10 cards, so we can definitely kill Vona, among other things. Skullport Merchant instead. So we're actually kind of... Now the reason I'm willing to trade this off altogether is because Vona can activate even on the swing, so not... Kind of unfortunate. Play Lunar Veteran. So first we have to do the minus X. Snipe Goshen Tai. You can sack it to draw a card. I'm kind of fine with that. If they sacks it to draw a card, he won't have the mana to tap. He probably wants to tap something instead, so he's gonna not get any card. Yeah, he's gonna go for the tap. Let's see, Teleportation Circle, no shorts, driving more, and feed the swarm.
Even the gods cannot escape my wrath. The heart of a hero beats within your breast.
They might just take. Yeah, they're gonna just take. So opponent will now play Vona. Our plan now is to basically just go for... this is a very complicated. We kind of need to hit one more removal spell. A Minimus Contain... Let's see. Edgar's Awaken... No, we've used up Feed the Swarm Bone Shards. That just leaves us with Minimus Containment and Farika. And thankfully this is only... This is Destroy. Let's force them to discard that last card. They don't have the mana to tap anything down. So I'm actually quite tempted to just...
Believe in yourself as I believe.
So... Okay, now they still have the stuff to attack, I guess. They probably should be casting this one soon, though. Okay, need to Covetous Geist. If a card would be put from graveyard from anywhere, exile instead. Okay, token exiles. Now, let's see if they activate. If they want to activate, it's now. Otherwise, I just swing again. Okay, they're not activating it now. I just kind of wish I could stop drawing lands at this point. Well, that's a good...
We're doing things my way.
And this is as long as it leaves the battlefield. And same here, so I'm gonna ship it, but I'm not gonna like it. Probably gonna lose both Planeswalkers in the process, though we can just get Elspeth back. Yeah, we need quite a bit of help here. Yeah, this match has gone on really long, way too long. Okay, opponent's going for this, so let's see. Equal to the life they lost this turn, so I lose 7. Oh yeah, that's it. Good game. Yeah, I kind of had it at that point. Well, at least we didn't lose our Planeswalkers, but yeah, that was super grindy. We did not have the tools for that. We kind of needed this. Well, unfortunately, we had our own Vona, but we ended up milling her, so that wasn't so great. Anyway, first loss. Let's get back. Let's see if we can. Let's shake the dust off. Let's see if we can get back. Don't forget to hydrate, man. It's almost that one. Okay, when I took the break, it was 1 minute 10. It's now 1 minute 50. So that match in itself was like 40 minutes. Unbelievable. This is going to be a really long stretch, and I also realized that it might be 30 in this part of the camera. Anyway, super sketchy. We really need the third mana, and it's kind of super selective. I'm actually going to mulligan this. Okay, this is much better. We can probably bin Bone Shards. I could also bin Angel of Invention, but I like the Angel Ephemerate combo. I'm gonna bin Bone Shards. There's also, we do have Minimus Containment, although it does accelerate their plans. But Bone Shards realistically just puts us down 1 mana, so not exactly looking forward to it. Let's just go white black. Okay, we hit the Vona, not so great. Let's see if we can take out their turn 2 play. Daxos. But now we need mana. Well, technically we also gave them mana, so... Oh, Vega. Come on. We might lose just because of this, but okay, we hit one more. Such a tease! Come on! Well, this has Ward 2 also, so we're not hitting this anytime soon. Opponent's gonna be sitting on such a great... Curiosity. Oh, wow. Okay, so they are going... So they're going for the draw cards plan, which is actually very solid. They're gonna draw a ton of card advantage here. We're gonna need to hit Angel of Invention, which we do, but it's concerning also because it's Angel of Invention without Ephemerate backup. I might rather just play Vona. Touch the Spirit. Yeah, that's kind of what I was concerned about. Now, that said, losing Vona is not great either, but... Stonebinder's Familiar. A bit late. Ah, we didn't draw the land. That's a concern. Can I afford to keep taking hits? This is probably a lost cause, because I'm pretty sure our opponent does have an answer to Angel of Invention. Okay. And we would lose our shot with Ephemerate this time. I'm actually thinking of maybe cutting the Ephemerate. Yeah, the Ephemerate was a trap here. I probably should have just binned that instead. What did I bin? Bone Shards? Well, it's a tough sell for Vega. I am forced to... Do I give them 2 cards or just... No, we'll block. You can return it to owner's hand if you want. No, they want to trade. They might have a pump effect of some sort. Farm, destroy target attacking or blocking creature. Will they do the market? They're going to market. Yeah, that's kind of the synergy that this particular deck has. Looks like our opponent has a very solid build, and they have a Gutter Skulker of all things. Ugh. So we know our opponent's probably going to stack the Gutter Skulker and Vega. So our real best bet is to probably just play Sparring Regiment and hold up Ephemerate. Skyblade's Boon. Okay, we're not blocking anytime soon. Also note that this one is oh my gosh, they have their own Angel of Invention. Nuts. Well, that said, they also went the sideways plan, but we are taking a lot of damage in the air. Yeah, and they drew a lot of cards in the process, so yeah, that was a very bad start for us. Mario Triton not gonna do so well. They have flyers. Can do one of these. Most likely we lose one of the other smaller ones. The others get chumped. We get in for a tree. So our entire plan hinges on a single Ephemerate. There's also Intrepid ad. Wait, let's see if they sink it all in. We probably still won't make it because, yeah, that's a very solid one. We can block the bottom one. We can't block both on top. Yeah, that one didn't turn out so well. Unfortunately, we did not have the early start to make this work. And the amount of life we gain is not going to be enough. Our opponent can in fact short-circuit it by just bouncing back their Angel of Invention. So Grazilax is actually a very solid setup here. Also, oh, but they are letting it through, but yep, too much damage. Not gonna survive that one. Yeah, opponent had it all on that one, so can't be helped. So we're now on the ropes. We kind of want to get 2 more wins to get the 7x, but any loss kind of ends it for us. Let's see if we can get there. And we're approaching the 2-hour mark too. Man, that's gonna be a long while. Okay. I think I still like the Ephemerate So far, haven't exactly encountered that much discard to make me want to switch to Momentary Blink. Yeah, we could have used more ETB creatures. That's kind of one of our weaknesses. But yeah, that was not exactly... No, the first hand was not keepable. Okay, this one's definitely keepable. We have a 2/3/4 Temple of Enlightenment to start things off. Just remember to play the Swamp turn 2. Oh, Circuit Mender turn 3 is also good. Also the Sparring Regimen. Let's see if our opponent doesn't drop anything. Let's see if our opponent drops something that's worth feeding. Callous Blood Mage. What do they do? Probably draw a card, lose a life. Okay, so not worth feeding. So turn 4 we we're gonna have plenty of options. Binding of the Titans. Each player mills 3 cards. We lost both the Circle and the Soulherder. We're gonna have to reanimate if we want to go to that plan. What's this one? Exile up to 2 target cards graveyard and return 1 back to hand. That one really hurt. You know what? I could just say no. No, you get nothing back. You get nothing from me either. Ramanap Excavator gets back, well, 1 land. Does take it, so it looks like they do need the mana for something. Well, knowing that, probably gonna just play Sparring Regimen. Into Environmental Sciences. Well, no real backup, but we can essentially just play Gideon or Vona for that matter. I might actually play Farika Spawn, because we actually have quite a lot of cards in the yard. This is actually a perfect card to play out. Opponent plays a Lord of Extinction. Okay, it looks like that's their plan. That does encourage us to play Vona. Opponent does need to have a way to either kill, or they're probably going to find a way to kill Vona though. Hey, Martu Siho Hua. It's actually been quite a long time. How are you doing? How's your week? You guys celebrate Holy Week on your end of the world? Yeah, Harvester of Souls. Whenever so they have a way to draw cards.
Let me lead the charge into darkness. I will lend you my strength.
Oh, it's just gonna keep getting bigger too. Let's see, does our opponent block? Oh, that's fine. We take out the engine first, and we then play Farika Spawn. Yeah, so it's now all about protecting Gideon. I probably should have just played Elspeth. That's probably the best way to protect Gideon. Opponent had the solid. Still foul play. Takes out Lunar Veteran. Sure. So we do get to snipe one of their creatures, and we do get to snipe their Lord of Extinction eventually. It's really a question, do they have any more removal? There is a Binding the Old Gods. What we just saw was Binding of the Titans. Now there's also Binding the Old Gods. That would be a really annoying answer. We're definitely gonna snipe Lord of Extinction ASAP if we get the chance. Edgar's Awakening, get back Harvester of Souls. You know what? I'm tired. You know what? I'm tired of worrying about that.
I believe in you.
Now, technically, what we could have done is we could have activated first so that it would still come back untapped. But I also want to see if they want to just chump block first, because they're gonna do the chump block, so it does. I do want to snipe their Harvester of Souls in response. Get back quite a bit of life, and yeah, why not play Elspeth too?
Either monsters or gods. Together we can exact justice.
But yeah, there we go. Vona wipes the entire board. Not bad. Hey there. Yeah, good. That was neat. Okay, so we're now on our definite last match. We either win this one or we lose this one. Yeah. See you later. Take good care. Wish you a great rest of the week. And with that, we go on to our last match. But normally I would play traditional, so I guess we can play traditional next week. I guess we can make it like that. So we do the regular cube draft one week, and we do the traditional one next week. Although both of them have the same price, so I'm generally more inclined to do traditional. Also, it would mean I don't sit out this long. Okay, we're actually keeping this. Bit concerned with the mana, but also concerned with how I'm clicking. Okay. So if we don't have a lot of early creatures, I can in fact just Bone Shards Lunarch Veteran. Okay, opponent is actually going to just take. There's a very good chance I just use Restoration to ramp. Yeah, we're just gonna trade a little early damage here and there. Yeah, definitely using it to ramp if we have Elspeth next turn. So we're gonna see if we draw into another land. Also see what our opponent draws into as well, because there's a chance that... Okay, that is snipe worthy. We did draw a land though, so... Definitely discard this to ramp. Then we can play this for black. That gives us access to contract killing next turn. They probably just take. Because I can do Elspeth, but they're most like these two are gonna grow, so the tokens are not gonna be a good roadblock. I guess Farika spawns a better roadblock here, and we most likely save the contract killing and for Jugan. Also, our opponent's gonna try their best to get this guy killed. That is a good target to dump it on. Oh, Ozolith. No, that's a very good target to get it on. Something to keep in mind. So we really have to save it for Jugan. Did I? No, I haven't played the land yet, so... Yeah, unfortunately no blue source yet, but doesn't look like we need it right now. So we're gonna see how our opponent stacks this up. Most likely they just yeah, chump block. Well, that's how I'm gonna take it. Come here. Starting a fight again, huh? Is that what you always do with that? So we're gonna get one loose count. Well, do I want to lose the Lunar Veteran? Probably not. I do want to get one more card in for Bone Shards. Yeah, I guess we do lose the Lunar Veteran. Then we just go contract killing on Jugan. So we're gonna see what our opponent does have 5 mana, so that's they can start dumping stuff here, but our plan is basically just to nuke Jugan ASAP. They're probably thinking of trading. Well, not trading. I guess I'm Voracious Typhon. It's a 5/5, so it's annoying, but it's still correct to snipe. It's still correct to snipe Jugan. And next turn we can. Now we have enough on the yard. I guess we go Circuit Mender. I could just swing, but it just gets blocked by this guy, so no. Next turn we can just go Farika spawn. Opponent probably sacks Servant of the Scale though. We kind of need to encourage them to get rid of this first, so before you can get rid of this. Well, that's one way for us to get rid of it. We just sacrifice the Architect of Restoration. We just chump block everything. Smell Fear. Okay, that's a problem. Oh, we might lose to this actually. We're kind of out of removal now. Yeah, we're gonna have to take all that. We can do Farika spawn to at least take out one card. But it's gonna be kind of sketchy here. No, it's gonna keep doubling. Let's see which one they take out. They could easily just sacrifice the Typhon. They just need one more card. No, this doesn't get trample, so my plan is actually just to get my guys to get killed. If they don't drop another creature, okay, Invigorating Hot Spring is fine. That's not a creature. They might also not swing at this rate too. They might also have removal, but I'm perfectly fine with that. Okay, they're not swinging. Oh.
Quest is not over until peace is blessed all.
So I need to have 3 cards, four cards in the yard, including this.
Courage will bloom in all who seek.
I guess we swing with the Circuit Mender just to give us a just to give us a card. That's pretty much all I'm doing. Naomi. Okay, so we don't have the artifact anymore. Yeah, that's a shame. Could have still played the land actually. You know, we're just gambling on the fact. Okay, Arc Bow, but target creature. Oh no, it's just put 2 counters. Oh wow, that's gonna be a problem. We need to hit our other removal. Edgar's Awakening. we can set up for the long game.
Heroes, rally to
So that's 3 cards, but it includes this one. Yeah, we're gonna pass. I'm gonna in fact try to. Yeah, I'm gonna encourage them to try to snipe this one. Though they do have the mana for Typhon already. They need 1 more mana. If they hit the 1 more mana, it's bad. They do. Nope, Goblin. Oh, Goblin Banner. It's just as bad too. I will need to find another way to get this killed. Yeah, it's also how many cards do they need to 4 other cards, so they're missing 1 card. Driving Isle is not gonna do it. Creatures you control get +4/+4 and trample until end of turn. Yeah, it's over. We were not able to prevent the -9. Yeah, we needed to draw into a remove. Turns out it was this one that did well. It turns out it was Hydra's Growth, but yeah, they just need to do the -9, and we're done. Let's see if they actually remember to do it. Rabbit Battery. Yeah, we were not gonna. Yep, that's a good game.
Scotland down.
Not. Yeah, we didn't get all the way, but 6 wins is not so bad. We did earn a little bit more than what we put in, so I'll take that. Not bad for this. Not bad for a showing here, and so we get to claim our prize. Well, yeah. So they usually show this. That when they show this, that means you did get 20 gems. You just have to keep a track on your gem counter. Mastermind's acquisition. There we go. That's gonna be it for this episode of the Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on notifications and whatnot. A big thank you for everyone who liked. Thank you to Clinton Cleo Williams Jr. Thank you to Jericho Ilagan. Thank you to Talo HG. Thank you to Matthew C. Ho Hua. Really, thank you guys very much for tuning in. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Yeah, this was a very long one. I'm really gonna do traditional next time. This takes too long. That said, I wish you guys all a great rest of the week. Take care. God bless. Stay safe wherever you are. Have a great day.